Next on the call is head coach Reggie Barlow from Alabama State University. Coach Barlow, are you with us?
Yes, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
Howdy. Good.
All right. Of course, Alabama State was at home this weekend. Big game against Jackson State. Heartbreaking last-second field goal, 37-34 to Jackson State. Coach, talk about that game a little bit and what you have coming up in 2 weeks as you take on Alabama A&M and the annual Magic City Classic.
Yeah, we had Jackson here, and like you said, it was a hard-fought game. Got so much respect for Coach Comergy and Jackson State teams. They are always physical and tough. Love the way they play the game of football. Our guys, we was able to score a lot of points and had some success offensively, which is good. Made some plays, but just didn't do well on defense. I mean, we had guys lining up wrong. We had guys running free, and Coach McCall, the coordinator over there, did a good job of keeping us off balance and allowing his team, his guys, to make plays. Rico Robinson, I think the kid's name is. He had an outstanding day. Really great competitor, and he took advantage of our defense, and he made plays. But they did a good job. We're proud of our guys for the way they fought. But again, when you're playing against a real good team, you can't make a whole bunch of mistakes, or they're gonna exploit it. And Jackson State was able to do that. We got open week, this week here. Opportunity to really, get some more work in. We need it, in all three phases. So we're going to use this time to, get better and get physical. Still like our team. I think we got some solid players. We're just not playing well as a team and defense, and we got to get it cleaned up. Because when you score 34, man, you got to win. You got to win. So we've talked about it. Hopefully we'll get it changed up and get ready for our next opponent.
All right, questions for Coach Barlow.
Coach Barlow, this is Nick Burris. I'm with the Birmingham News.
Yes, sir.
I talked to Greg Jenkins after the game, and he seemed like to be kind of taking it real hard, especially with that last interception. Have you had a time to talk to him, and just how are you assessing his play, especially in the last game heading into the Magic City Classic?
Yeah, Greg is a competitor, and for all that he does, offensively, sometimes a guy, so athletic, they feel like they're invincible, and they can run and turn around and throw balls, and Greg knows he can't do that. We went to church as a team yesterday, as we do once a month here, and his spirits were fine, laughing, joking, having a good time. So he understands that, he can't make throws like that, but, he's our guy. We believe in him, and, this week right here give us an opportunity to really, give him a time to, correct some things, and clear his mind and get ready for our next opponent.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yep.
Hey, Reggie, this is Travis down here with the Clarion Ledger.
Hey.
Hey, Coach, could you touched on your opening statement, but just the balance that the Jackson State offense had. Can you just kind of touch on that, maybe what they were able to do that helped them have that kind of balance?
Yeah, well, I think Coach McCall, he did a good job. I know Coach McCall is really, he did a great job. He lined up and showed heavy run formation, and he threw it. And, the quarterback did a good job of managing the game and getting the ball out of his hands quick when they were in empty formation. When you're in empty formation, you got to have 5 blockers. So, he did a good job of, getting the ball out. He was creative in the running game, and doing things there. With, them running, their power play, and then, he ran midline, something that, they had run the zone read where they were reading the end, but the change of pace was, they ran a little midline where they were reading the D tackle. So, And a lot of times, players make plays, and you got to have an opportunity to allow them to make plays. And I thought, he did a good job of allowing his playmakers to make plays.
How impressed are you with their quarterback, Moore?
I like him. He's pretty good. He's a real competitor. College football, and you want to win every game, but for me, I'm a fan of this thing, and I love watching guys play with passion and enthusiasm, and he's a kid that, he did a good job. He ran when he needed to run. He could keep a play alive when he needed to without, running, keep his eyes downfield to make a play, and then he made some critical throws there. I mean, a couple of times we were in decent coverage, and he was able to stick the ball in there. So just a solid quarterback.
Appreciate it.
All right. We have any other questions for Coach Barlow?
Coach Ken Shaw, TSPN Sports. How are you?
Hey.
One of the post-game discussions concerning those who attended the game was the decision to punt on a 4th down and about half a yard. And given the offensive explosion of both teams, what was the decision or the mindset to punt as opposed to going forward?
Yeah. It just basically came down to, Jackson State has 2 of the bigger D tackles that you want to see in college football. And our center and our guards are not very big. And I just felt like, one, that, even though it's 4th and inches, it's a 50-50 chance that you could get it or not get it. And I didn't like those numbers. I prefer, the 70-30 or the 80-20 type decisions. And then, if you look at the numbers, there's a 40% chance that you can, you punt the ball. If you're blessed, you get them on their 5 or their 10. Worst case scenario, they get it on their 20, and they still have to drive at least, 60 yards or so to get a field goal. And with a minute and I think it was 30 or something seconds left, I just played the numbers that, hey, it wouldn't happen. But, they say numbers don't lie. It lied then. But we made that decision. I still believe it was the right decision. And we didn't want to give them a short field if we didn't get it on 4th down. If we didn't get it now, they were right there at midfield. Obviously, we'd had a little problem stopping them. So, that was the reason why we made the decision, and we believe it was the right one.
Hey,
Coach Barlow. Oh, go ahead.
Coach Barlow, good morning. This is Charles Edmond from WPRL.
Howdy.
This was the final game for your team at the Crampton Bowl as you get ready to play in your first game next month at the new stadium. Just talk about the memories of your team playing in the Crampton Bowl all these years, and I know it was a tough way to end it with the loss, but just give us some recollections on playing at the Crampton Bowl.
Yeah, Crampton Bowl is they've upgraded that facility. It's really nice. I always thought it was nice. Bama State has had a lot of great victories there. Like you said, unfortunately, we didn't close it out the right way. But Charles, I grew up here in Montgomery, so I might play more games than a lot of folks. I played because all the high schools play there for their home games, and I played there as a high school athlete. I played there while at Bama State. I coached there for the last 6 years, 8 years, or whatever. So I've got tons and tons of memories in that stadium, and kudos to the city for allowing us to, to play there, and our fans to tailgate and do all that stuff out there. And it's been great. They've really upgraded the facility. It's really nice. And, of course, like you said, there's a lot of memories there. But our new stadium and, us transitioning over into here, it is an unbelievable facility. Our new stadium is. It's a luxury stadium. And, sometimes when you leave one place and you got to go to another one, the fact that you're going to somewhere that you perceive to be a little bit nicer, it makes it a little bit easier.
All right, Coach Barlow, we'd like to thank you for joining us.